Yes, sir. Topic number 1.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about chiropractic. I'm often asked, okay, well, I've heard about chiropractic, but I know nothing about it, so can you explain it to me? Well, putting it simply, chiropractic is a healing method that uses non-surgical, non-drug techniques to look at the underlying cause of people's health condition, whether it be a pain problem or some other health problem. So in the spine, the way we use this is you've got the spinal segment, the disc, the spinal cord, and the spinal nerve. So in chiropractic, our interpretation is that when the spine is misaligned, or what we call subluxated, is that subluxation, that dysfunction of the spine, is going to cause nerve irritation. Now that nerve, whether it be the spinal nerve or the spinal cord, that may cause pain or numbness, or it might cause some other health condition. It's much like having a dimmer switch on a light. As I press and irritate a nerve, I start decreasing the amount of energy that nerve is going to supply to wherever that nerve goes to. So depending upon where in the spine, we've got the neck, the mid-back, and the lower back, and then the pelvis. Okay, we've got 33 pairs of spinal nerves that are coming out of the spine, and it's communicating the information from the brain through the spinal cord and out to the rest of the body. So if we've got a subluxation or problem in our spine, it can have a significant impact on a variety of health problems. Typically in the neck, we see issues with headaches, dizziness, vertigo, vestibular problems, very commonly shoulder and arm pain, numbness. As we move into the thoracic spine, this is where we start seeing more organ issues. So people rarely will feel pain in the mid-back, but what they're gonna end up having is more stomach issues. They get cholesterol problems, diabetes. The upper thoracic area is heart and lung. So any problem, subluxation in this area, these nerves are going to those organs. We've got in the thoracic, we've got the rib cage, not only the spine, but the ribs. They're helping to protect our organs. Well, those organs are being fed by the brain and the nervous system, and so any dysfunction there can cause that problem. So oftentimes people will say, well, can chiropractic help my pain? Well, chiropractic is one of the most effective treatments for pain treatment. But it's not the pain itself that we're treating. What we're doing is we're trying to find the underlying cause. That's the most important thing, understanding the cause of the pain. When you understand the cause of the pain and you fix that, the pain goes away, and guess what? It stays away. But only 3% of the nervous system is responsible for carrying pain. It has many, many other functions, such as making sure that we are breathing properly, not too fast, too slow. Our blood pressure is not too high, too slow. Okay, so organ control, balance, coordination, muscle strength, all these things are controlled by the brain and the nervous system. So in chiropractic, what we do is we do what's called an adjustment. Somebody's got a problem with their neck, they might have headaches or dizziness. We're going to make a manual correction, and that's what chiropractic actually means. Chiro, done by hand. Okay, there are some instruments that we can use to help correct the spinal segments of subluxation. And so we're using a hand method to create an adjustment that restores the normal function back to that spine, relieving the pressure off the nerve, restoring the health back to that nerve and whatever that nerve is going to. Now, oftentimes you'll hear, oh, well, I hear this crack when I twist my neck and I hear this pop or crack. Is that good or bad? The crack in and of itself isn't really good or bad. That crack sound is coming from gas that's compressed in the fluid that lubricates our joints. Much like look at a soda bottle. When I first look at a soda bottle, you can't see the bubbles. When I crack it open, you hear that loud sound, right? And so then you see the bubbles coming up. It's the same thing in the spine. Our joints are lubricated. If I have no lubrication in my joints get hot. So the body puts a water balloon basically around the joints to lubricate it. In that fluid, there's compressed gases. So as a joint becomes under more and more pressure, because we're not moving, we're sitting too much, we're not moving, or we've had an accident or an injury, and now that joint has been subluxated, misaligned, and it's not functioning correctly, that internal pressure can build up and that joint stops moving. So what ends up happening over time, if that's left uncorrected, literally you lose that fluid. So in a healthy joint, when we make that correction, you want to hear lots of noise. That means that there's a lot of fluid, a lot of gas that's helping to keep that joint healthy. It's actually when there's little to no noise, that's a problem. So it's really not good to be cracking your own neck. I can't crack my own neck, okay? If anybody know how to crack their own neck and correct themselves, it'd be a chiropractor. Well, I need to see another chiropractor. So it's important to make sure that one, you're making sure that you've got the correct segment. So it's not the crack that matters. It's, are we on the right segment? Which one is causing the problem? And we want to find that. Is it the right side, left side? Which direction should we go? Rotation, lateral flexion, bending forward, back, okay? So, and that's what a chiropractor is trained to do, is identify not only where exactly in the spine that's a problem, but also exactly how to correct it and fix it so that the problem goes away and stays away. Another very common thing when people say, well, I feel a little sore after an adjustment. Is that common? Well, yeah, I mean, it can be. Typically, chiropractic is very gentle and is very easy and tolerable for almost everybody. It's very, very safe. Millions and millions of chiropractic adjustments are done every year around the world with very, very, very low negative side effects. Much, much less than taking an aspirin, okay? There's many, many side effects to medicines, surgery even more so. So chiropractic is extremely conservative. It's a very, very good way to help try and fix a problem before you take more drastic measures to see if we can't help. But in the vast majority of cases, chiropractic can help tremendously fix many, many problems. So just like working out in the gym, you might be sore for the first week or so. It's not uncommon the first 1, 2, 3 treatments, you might be a little bit achy, a little bit sore, but just let your doctor know that, hey, I was a little sore, and then there's other things we can do to make that feel better, things that you can do at home. We give you home exercises, things like that, that you can do to help get yourself better faster, and then we'll help keep you fixed once we get you fixed. So we look forward to seeing you in the office. If you've got a health condition, health problem, come in, let your chiropractor check you out, and then we can see if we can help restore you back to normal, healthy living.